That was you growling. Can you do it again?
Let me go check on Sherry, see what she got anything.
You better leave my birds alone, or I'll get my witch friends to banish you somewhere not nice.
Has anybody gotten like sick a lot lately, or in past episodes of like everybody getting sick?
My stomach's feeling icky right now, all of a sudden.
Huh?
My stomach's feeling icky like that.
No, I mean like where the whole house gets sick suddenly. Have you ever had that before?
Yeah. Different houses. I mean, I honestly,
Because that could be another sign of something to level too. Like everybody getting sick a lot. All of a sudden.
and see, and I'm really careful, really, really careful to not, in my altars, not incorporate anything. The skulls are represent my ancestors. That's what that represents to me. Some people think they're scary. I don't. But like anything, there's witches that will put things on there to make it, to draw more of the dead and stuff in. I don't. Mine is all, herbs and crystals and.
I heard somebody breathing in my ear.
When we were up there, the no was like, no. It's tingling again.
I'm tingling down my back.
Here. It's where's the left side?
We both looked when it barked.
Guys, they bark themselves to sleep.
Ooh, I just saw a good orb right behind you.
I can feel them.
Another one. Another one.
Yeah. Literally, if you cut my body in half, this whole left side is like chilled all the way down. And like my hair, it's like there's bugs in my hair is what it feels like.
That's what it does at my house.
But only on the left side.
I always get it right here on this spot at my house all the time.
The first time I heard a clear voice, literally like you were talking, it was my left side. I was in the house alone.
Ooh.
Not this house, it was our house in Iowa. And I was
Oh, I'm chilled all in my
I was
front.
sing-songing to my dog's name, the old big dog's name, Molly. And I was like, Molly, Lolly, Molly, la, la, la. And it was echoey a little bit because we were moving. Again, my husband's working with a slut. So it was echoey. That's fine. You know, what? Molly, la, la, la. And she was laying on the couch sleeping. And I'm like, I went, Molly. And a voice goes, what? I stopped. I was like walking through the living room. I went, I looked around. I looked at the door because we had glass doors. Nobody's at the door. Looked out the driveway. Nobody's in the driveway. I then proceeded to go from the attic to the basement, look under the beds, in the closets, in the garage.
Does anything ever happen in the basement?
The basement in Iowa, I don't. Well, the basements are creepy, but it was what I also had at that point. It was my grandmother. We had fly swatters because again we lived near cows. So there were fly swatters that hung out on top of the fridge, and there were like 3 or 4. I don't remember because I'm short, so I could get it off, And I walked in through packing, and I saw them sitting there. I'm like, okay, there's, I don't know why.
Was that you?
I think it's them walking. I think it's creepy.
Oh, I thought it sounded over here.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, now I heard that. Yeah.
I'm walking to the house, went down the stairs. Then I went to get a fly swatter because there was a fly in the house, like a couple here now. I reached up, they were all gone. I went, I'm losing my freaking mind.
Yeah.
Dang it. Pulled the fridge out, thinking, oh, well, I don't know.
Fell back or
I don't
something.
know. Nobody's home, but I'm like, oh, well, no. So I go through the house, I'm hearing the lady talk to me. I'm like, da-da-da. Walk back through, they were on the fridge within, I don't know, half-hour time period.
Wow.
And then when I went to a reading thing in Sacramento. He's from England. Somebody my sister knows, it's her brother and something. He comes over once a year. He does these gallery events. And we're sitting at the table, and he goes, you. And I'm like, I go, what? He goes, your grandmother is coming through. She has a weird name. He goes, I'm sorry, because she does. He goes, what? He goes, Zili, something like that. And I go, Azali. He goes, I never would have guessed that. But he said she moved him because she thought it was funny. And I'm like, well, okay. So I think that's just creepy from them.
Yep.
Wow.
when we were investigating my house last Thursday, we were in our patio in the backyard, and there's a room to the side. I had my dogs locked up in there, and my one little dog started barking, so I yelled at her. I'm like, Nala, knock it off. And then the voice box, they said, Nala, right after I said it.
Oh God.
It was crazy.
Well, it's like up there with Glenda. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
God, they really do listen.
And this dog used to never really bark much until we moved, because we lived with my brother. And we moved in with him, and then all of a sudden, she barks at everything.
Yeah. The little one, she would sit in the Massachusetts, the bed faced the closet. Closet was again creepy. I guess I have a thing with closets. I hated that closet. I would get up if it was open, 2 a.m. and shut it. She would look at the car and growl. And I'm like,
Wow.
I'd take pictures, and orbs would be like big, bright, ringed orbs. But like, so we had so much like touching, grabbing, holding down, standing. Like one time it crawled up on the bed, almost looked like it was doing a spider crawl.
Oh.
And I'm kicking at it, and he's like, you need to leave and don't come back. And that was every night, all night while we lived there.
We lived in this one house. He was walking by the couch, and the thing grabbed his arm and yanked him. And then we saw this huge figure, because where our couch was, you could see into my other son's bedroom, and you could see his bed. There was this huge figure on top of the bed, and it was all the way up to the ceiling.
You didn't see it.
I saw that one.
Not the one with me, though. When it pulled me.
Not when it pulled you. When I came back in, because you were telling me where, and I went to kind of investigate it, and then we looked, and we saw the figure on your brother's bed.
Yeah, my brother was like having a bed. Like he was like crying and stuff.
He was having a spiritual war.
Yeah.
We, in fact, had this pastor over, and we were saying prayers, and he just broke down, just crying. He didn't know what was going on, and so the pastor left, and he wanted to go see my mom, who used to be a lay minister. And so I was like, okay. So me and him get in the car, and we take off. Well, right when we took off, one of my big dogs started barking at our family room window, which shows the street, and she doesn't hardly bark. And my husband goes out there, and he sees this black figure crouched over, running in the same direction as my car, running after us.
Yeah, but before that, we were walking past my brother's room, and I looked and I saw like some big shadowy thing, and it was crouched on top of his bed. It had like horns and claws, and then it pulled me into his room when I was walking by it.
I used to have things come, like when I was little.
No,
It would,
I'm like, no.
the TV, I'd like sleep in between my parents, because I was always so scared ever since I lived in that demonic house. And their TV would be snowy, and I'd wake up, and then all of a sudden you'd see like this devil-looking guy. He had like a long pointed chin, he had horns, and then he had like two devilish girls, one on each side of him, that were like beautiful, but they were dancing sexual. And all of a sudden he reaches out, and you could see his arm come out of the TV. He would touch my belly button, and it would hurt so bad. And I used to think I was dreaming. Well, I talked with my mom's sister, and I guess she's seen it, and my grandpa has seen it. And then I used to see this black figure dance like this at the foot of my mom's bed, and then it would just go like this and then just disappear.
And last night, when I was walking by the bathroom into the kitchen, because I was playing Xbox, and
I got real
I
cold
kept
right now.
walking back,
Yeah.
and I could tell something was like watching me in the bathroom. And then once I walked into the kitchen, I saw something in the corner of my eye, in the patio, in the window, hella tall, just staring at me like this. And I just
So it was by my room then.
yeah, and I just act like I didn't see it. I just know
That's
it.
what I do sometimes.
But
Yeah.
it was still scary. Like I was thinking about him, like what the, and I just saw him, and it was hella. It was just staring at me, like giving me like this dirty look, and I was just like, and I just kept walking to the kitchen.
Oh,
What?
that was a red orb. I've never seen one like that before.